the honourable member for Dunkley.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Skills and Training. How is the Albanese Labor government delivering on its commitment to provide Australians with the skills they need for the careers and opportunities of the future? And what has been the response to the government's policies?
Call to the Minister for Skills and Training.
Thank the remarkable member for Dunkley and good friend, and can I thank her for the question, because it is true to say upon election we were faced with a very broad and deep skill shortage across the economy, across the labour market. In fact, we had many jobs that were in need of supply, in need of skills, in need of labour. The OECD had reported that we had the highest or second highest labour shortage per capita amongst OECD countries. We saw the occupations on the shortage list in 12 months go from 153 to 286 before election. So we were bequeathed a very significant skills shortage, on top of course, the Liberal Party debt. And for that reason, we had to respond quickly. And can I thank the Prime Minister and the Treasurer for having the foresight to convene a Jobs and Skills Summit with very short notice, bringing together all governments, industry and unions, universities and the vet sector in order to ensure that we had a strategic plan to supply skills to our economy. That, of course, led to the first announcement in this sector to ensure that we had 180,000 fee-free TAFE places for 2023, and as the Prime Minister just indicated, we've exceeded that target. It's now at 215,000 places and climbing. That is 215,000 Australians enrolled in courses in areas of skills demand. That is what is, of course, most critical. And we understand that because the states and territories have such an important role in the vet sector, you have to collaborate. You have to bring them together. What is extraordinary is that in the 9 years they were in government, they did not have a long-term skills agreement with—
Order. The Minister will pause and resume his seat. The Manager of Opposition Business on a point of order.
Mr Speaker, the standing orders are very clear. Ministers need to speak about matters for which they are responsible. The question concerned the government's commitment and what's been the response. The question did not concern matters of history, and the minister should be directed back to the question.
The Minister for the Environment and Water will cease interjecting. I'm just going to ask the Minister to return back to the question. He was not asked about previous governments, and ask him to return to the topic.
Thank you very much, Speaker. Well, I'm glad to say that we put together agreement amongst all of the governments because we were without an agreement before the election. We were without an agreement before the election. We needed to bring those governments together, and that's what we did, Speaker. And we did so to the benefit of students, to the benefit of workers, to the benefit of businesses, to the benefit of our economy, and we'll continue to do more. As the Prime Minister indicated, the National Cabinet's meeting this evening to make sure we continue this strategic investment in the skills that are needed. If we're going to transform the energy sector, we need skills. If we're going to enliven manufacturing through the National Reconstruction Fund, we need skills. If we're going to supply the labour and skills for our care economy, we have to have the right investment advised by Jobs and Skills Australia. So we'll continue to do more in ensuring we supply skills to workers, to students and to businesses, because without doing that, we'll continue the failure by those opposite in leaving so many areas across our labour market in short supply.